Good morning, Sridhar here once again. Today's topic is on a very interesting point, which one of the real estate agents have raised. It is like this, customers are saying that अभी का time जो है, इसमें investment करना थोड़ा सही नहीं है. Which means, what they're trying to say is that this is not the time to invest money in real estate, and therefore they are not taking a decision after the site visit has happened. Okay, this is one of the reason they are giving, customers are giving, how to convince these customers, how to make them understand that it is important that you do it now. Okay, the answer is very much there. So you have to convince this customer. How to convince them? So you need to tell them that, look, Corona started in the month of March. March, I think the lockdown was declared on March 21st. Okay. Then between March 21st and April, if you see, there could have been less number of visits because lockdown is there, no site visits was happening and all that, and people were little confused and they were all waiting to see whether there is going to be any improvement or not. But there are statistics available, there are proofs available, which says very clearly that even during the month of April, business has happened, bookings have happened. Okay, these bookings are all of those people who had actually visited in the month of February, in the month of January, in the month of December. Those are the people who actually visited, and then they had almost in the final stage of finalizing. At that time, this lockdown was declared, and they had paid some booking amount or something like that, and it got converted. Okay, that is understandable in the month of April, whatever business has happened. But what about people who are searching for properties during these months? I'll tell you this, during the April month, suddenly April, May, there was a panic started. The panic was the people who were living in rental apartments. Okay, they all had to cough up the rental payment. And owners were asking for what happened to rental payment and all that. There were messages coming in the TVs and other news channels and all that, saying that, look, landlords, you are not supposed to insist on recovering rental dues during this pandemic period because there is no income for them. So there have been salary cuts, there have been business losses and all that. So you are not supposed to do that. In case you do, and if anybody comes and complains, then the landlord will be even arrested and FIR will be raised on them. This is the news that came in the news channels. All agreed. This is one side of the story. The other side of the story is people who got frightened because of this threat that, look, you have to vacate otherwise. If you don't pay me, how will we survive? We also have to depend on your rental payment. There are many landlords who are living their life on the income of the rental income that they get. They don't have any other source of income. They are depending. I know personally in my own very close circle of friends and families also, I know people who are dependent on the rental income only for their living. If they don't get rent, they cannot survive for that particular month. Okay, so there are some families like this also. So they were all actually putting pressure on these people, saying that, look, if you don't pay, then you have to vacate. So there was a panic purchase, exploring and all that. Why should I pay rent and be there? If we have shelter on our, and above our head, then it would have been very nice. All that, this kind of thinking came in their mind. And that is why the inquiry started increasing from May onwards. May, probably sales would not have happened much, but inquiries started coming in. But in the month of June, again, it came back to normalcy. And July was reasonably good. And August is definitely better than June, July and all that. Now, people have come to a stage wherein they realize that Corona, we have to live with Corona. That is another disease that is going to be there. Like how HIV, AIDS, how other diseases are all there. Like that, even this disease also will be there. We have to live with that problem. So people have come to that kind of an understanding, and decisions are being taken now. Okay. If buyers are thinking that if they wait further, right, will it be going to be beneficial for them? No way. You see, take an example now, during this period, government also has taken some steps in widening roads, right? In completing their unfinished projects and all that. So when this widening of roads and all happen, right, the land price is going to shoot up automatically. Now let me talk about Itmad Road in our locality. Already there is one customer of mine whose property was for sale, which he had kept it for about 2.35 crores. Okay, he calls to tell me, he's telling me now, Sridhar, just put it on hold. Okay, don't market this property. Roads are getting widened up. Yesterday, I went for a discussion with the local government authorities to see when is this going to be completed and all those things. I understand that in another 6 months' time, this road is going to widen. If it widens up, the minimum land price increase that I'm expecting is about 1,000 rupees per square feet. So I would rather wait for another 6 months and sell it at a higher price than sell it today at a lower price. So this is landlord's thinking. People who are seller, their thinking is like this. And buyer thinking is, acha, hum wait karte hain, we will wait. Okay, let us see whether the seller is going to give it at a much lower price after 1 month or 2 months, right? Look at both the thinkings. Where is it matching? So it is not matching. So if the buyer has decided to buy and today seller is giving some good offers because he wants to liquidate the stock, and he will be giving some good offers like 12 months later you can start paying EMI, or you book today, this month if you book I'll give you modular kitchen free. These kind of offers are all coming. When it comes, it is always better to grab it, because you never know next month will it be there or not, because things are changing. So this is what you need to tell the buyer, that you should give example of how seller's mind work. Okay, when you start giving the buyer the seller's mind thinking, and because you are in this business, you know about it, right? If any buyer comes to me and asks me, Sridhar, is it worth investing today? I'll say yes, it is absolutely worth investing today, and I'll give him examples like this. You see, I've got a chat box. I've got messages in chats which are proof. It's not from my side. I'm telling. The chat messages are coming to me that please hold on, don't sell my property. Hold on for 6 months. I'm planning to do. Yesterday, I had received a call from Bombay. He says that he's asking me now that things, Tatas have also increased the pricing and all that. Do you advise me to sell it now, or you want me to hold it for some time? Okay. Seller also is asking like this question. Why? Because he wants to see an increased price. So when this is a kind of hope, and then sellers are prepared to wait for selling to make sure that the price of the property increases, why should a buyer keep dragging his purchase his decision, when he has already seen and he has liked it and he is about to buy and he is now changing his mind, right? You need to make him understand that sellers are not going to bring down the pricing. Okay, it's better that they take a decision and purchase. I hope this video was useful to you. If it is useful, please put your comments below saying that yes, it was useful. And if you wish to know that why am I doing, what am I doing and all that, if you want to get into my community of real estate, fraternity, where I've got, a good number of students who are learning from me and all that. If you also want to join me, then all that you need to do is on 28th, that is today we are on, 27th, tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow is the webinar at 8 p.m. in the evening. Okay. So join that webinar, understand the 90-day challenge that I'm giving to people, where in 90 days time, I want you people to earn minimum of 3 lakhs. Okay. For that, what is the process that you should follow? What is the system you should follow? How do you market this property? How do you generate leads? How to convert this? These are the things that I'm going to explain in this webinar. So if you're interested, join that webinar. Thank you. Bye-bye.